What is up, friends? It's CuberChris here. Hey, I just came to talk really quick about the GAN 12 Maglev. For whatever reason, this puzzle is one of the more controversial. We'll go in conchi. It's one of the more controversial puzzles out there. And frankly, I don't know why. Well, maybe I do. So I want to talk about that. The first thing is, very popular cubers that I respect talked about how this puzzle was really catchy for them. Many of these are amongst those who got early release, like before it was available to the public, or the first set of orders when it was available to the public. I'm quite confident now, after doing some research online and talking to many of you, that it's likely that there was a bad batch that GAN went ahead and released anyway. Now, the fact that they would do that is a topic for another day, right? That to me indicates that there's maybe too much internal pressure for them to meet quotas and budgets and hit profit numbers, etc., and not enough of a focus on customer experience and quality. But that's something we can talk about later. The implications then for us as speedcubers. What's now happened is that a lot of people have written off this puzzle and said, the people that I know and go to and trust have said it's not very good, so I'm not going to buy it. In my opinion, that's a problem only for the reason that this puzzle is a technological advancement in speed cubing. The longer internal magnets in the stock of the corner piece to the core provide a turning experience and an overall solving experience, not just individual turns, that is substantially and materially different than puzzles that have been released up to this point, right? So it's unique, interesting, different, and in my opinion, it adds real value to the solving experience. Is it worth $80? That's a different question, right? It's a lot of money, and I'm not recommending everybody go out and buy this, but I think it's a nice puzzle, and if you have the money and are a collector or, if you can afford it, I think you would really enjoy this puzzle. Many people would for their turning style. So yeah, if you've written off this puzzle, you may consider giving it another chance. I got my puzzle later. It was definitely not in that first bad batch. And everybody who's, getting this puzzle right now and talking about it is generally not having any issues with lockups that I can see and that they're talking about. Most people are saying that they love this puzzle and are confused why it was so controversial and why people didn't like it. Plus, listen to how it sounds. It sounds really good in my headphones. I don't know if it'll sound good when you're watching this, but it is a little bit loud. I'll give it that. But yeah, so again, I'm not sponsored by GAN. I'm not being paid to say any of this. I'm not recommending you go, spend a bunch of money on this puzzle. I just wanted to talk about what may have happened with that first bad batch and the aftermath that we're now experiencing as a community. I think we will still see world-class solvers use this puzzle. I want to be on the record saying that, and I think world records will be set with this puzzle. And I think that the technology that it has is a technology that's meaningful for the future. Not necessarily the Maglev, I'm still undecided about that, but the use of a core corner magnet that actually finishes turns for you, it's different than what we're used to. It's different. If you've been cubing since 2012, this is very weird to you and you might not like it. But the upcoming generation that's now getting into speed cubing, for them to have a technology available like this, if they can learn from the beginning and create a turning style that basically only completes 70% of the turns all the time, imagine what TPS could be achievable to someone who started their muscle memory journey with that technology. Really do think the technology is game changer and meaningful. And if the puzzle in this current form was locky, period, it still wouldn't change my feeling about the value of the technology. But I happen to believe that it's only locky from that first batch. So I think the current execution of this puzzle is very viable. And I quite enjoy it. This is actually my first ever puzzle also that I had the UV coating on. So I fully recognize that that might be skewing me somewhat because it's just so premium to touch externally. But I'm trying my best to keep it completely unbiased and not related to that. Anyway, those are my thoughts on what happened with the bad batch of the GAN 12 Maglev. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of context as you go out and try to make good purchase decisions with your money and try to get a puzzle that's going to help you perform at your best. That's all I have for now. Thank you guys for watching, for being with me on this journey, and I hope you have a great day. Oh, I would be remiss if I did not thank my amazing wife. Whitney for getting me this mic. I hit 1,000 subs and she said she's going to get me this as a celebration. So hopefully the audio quality is a little higher today than you're used to, and hopefully you can enjoy that going forward. All right, signing out. We'll see you guys next time.